Hello everyone, it's daytime! I'm Buster the Fox, and welcome back to another episode of Pokemon Trading Card Game. Last time we had just taken out the Grass Club leader Nikki and gotten our very first Master Medal, and today we're going to be taking out another, I was about to say gym. I just have the terminology from all the main series Pokemon games stuck in my head. They're not gyms, they're clubs, but anyway, I want to go back and look at my deck again, because last episode I don't feel like I did a very good job explaining it. So, this deck I call Energy Burner. I named it after Charizard's Pokemon power here. So this deck uses a lot of fire Pokemon that have really high damage output, but fire Pokemon are notorious for having to discard energy cards in order to use their attacks, such as Charmeleon's Flamethrower here. Same thing with Magmar's Flamethrower. It's the exact same attack, in fact. Same energy cost, same damage, same everything. But you have to discard to use it. Same with this Flamethrower. In fact, a lot of them use Flamethrower. Charizard is the worst offender, since he has to discard 2 energy cards every time he attacks, and he takes 4 fire energy, no colorless ones. However, his Pokemon power Energy Burn kinda counteracts that, since I can turn double colorless energies into double fire energies, which is just super OP. But yeah. Because I'm discarding so many cards, you normally wouldn't want to use this kind of deck, but if I pack my deck with energy retrievals, and I make it a single type deck, I can basically ensure that I always have the kind of energy cards I need in order to attack. So, with that in mind, it lets me have a really high damage output, which, as you'll see, works pretty well against just about all of the trainers in this card game, video game thing. Except for water-type trainers, as I mentioned last time, so I'm going to have to make an electric/grass-type deck. Yeah. There's one water-type, Poliwag. Whatever, we'll get to that when we get to that. For now, let's head off to the Rock Club and see what we can find here. So, going up here, you'll find a very tranquil and peaceful atmosphere. I loved going to this place as a kid whenever I played this game, and I still love this room. But the main reason I came here first was because Brock was the first, gym leader you fought. I'm still having trouble with gym leader/club master, whatever. But you can walk right up to this guy, and he will just duel you right out the gate. You don't have to duel all of his apprentices or anything like that. But we're going to do that anyway, because of course we have to save the club master for last. So there's one of his one of the club members right down here. But first, we have one NPC here that's kind of important. Oh, excuse me, did you hear? Ishihara, who lives on the Cape in the Northwest, he owns 10,000 cards. He probably even has rare cards. Now, why was that important? Because it actually activates Ishihara himself to appear here. He doesn't say anything important. He's a card collector. He probably does have 10,000 cards. He says, we must trade sometime. And then he tells you to read his books that he wrote, because, in the world where there's Pokemon card researchers, there's also, accomplished Pokemon card authors. So this guy, his name is Ishihara, as I already said. Ishihara is actually Tsunekazu Ishihara, who is the president and CEO of the Pokemon Company, and he's actually the guy who conceptualized the ideas for the Pokemon trading card game. So this character is kind of a little homage to him. That's pretty cool. He will occasionally trade you for some flying Pikachu cards and surfing Pikachu cards and other promos, which is pretty cool, but he won't do that until a little later. If you want to make sure that you don't miss out on his trades, you can just talk to this woman right here, and she'll let you know if Ishihara is looking for any cards. So next, I have been avoiding these PCs in the corner, but they're super useful. The card album here lets you see how much completion you have for particular booster packs. So if I go down here, you can see number 23. That's a card that I'm missing from this set. It's probably a rare, because, that's how that works. But I have all these other cards that I got from grinding last episode. So if you want to make sure you have at least one of every card, so see, this is totally Venusaur. I'm missing Venusaur. But if you want to make sure you have one of everything, you can just come in here and see what you're missing, and then just grind for the kind of pack that you're missing, and you can get it. This last one here is for promotional cards. Unfortunately, if you're playing on an emulator or on the Virtual Console release of this game on 3DS, you will not be able to complete this set, because 2 cards are exclusive to the Card Pop game mode, which we'll hear about just here. In here, you can read your email. Yes, there's email. Kinda crazy. These are from Dr. Mason, so let's go ahead and read the first one. Buster, it's me, Dr. Mason. Are you getting the hang of the Pokemon trading card game? I have some information for you about booster packs. If you want to collect the same cards, duel the same person many times to get a particular booster pack. Yeah, we went over this in the last episode, but now he's talking about Card Pop. When you and a friend use Card Pop, you will each receive a new card. Once you pop with a certain friend, you won't be able to pop with that friend again, so find many friends who own the Pokemon trading card game for Game Boy, and Card Pop with them to get new cards. That is a run-on sentence. Oh, here's something for you. He gives us a booster pack, and every single email he sends has at least one booster pack. I'll be sending you useful information by email, and I'll also attach a booster pack for you, so check your mail often. Dr. Mason, winky face. So he will send you mail occasionally, but you'll see this one is going to be about the Grass Club. It's me, Dr. Mason, blah blah blah. He has information he has information for us about Nikki's deck, and she's going to tell us all about that. But, of course, we already beat Nikki, so we don't need to read that, and we'll just get a free booster off of him. So how do you get him to send emails? Well, all you have to do is talk to a club master. So if I go up here and talk to Gene, real quick. I am Gene, the master of the Rock Club. Rock is good. Isn't rock good, Buster? Rock is hard and strong. Doesn't crumble under pressure. After you duel me, you'll know I'm right. Come, show me what you're made of. Nah. I just wanted to use you to show off a feature. So now that we've talked to the club master, if we go here and check our email, voila, there is a new mail. Buster, it's me, Dr. Mason. I have some information about Gene's deck. He's the master of the Rock Club. So yeah, he gives you very, very basic information about, basically the weakness of, the Clubmaster's deck. It's kind of like the dude who stands in the front of the, gyms in, main series Pokemon games, who just says, hey, this person has Water-type Pokemon, use Electric-type Pokemon and you'll win, yeah! Good job, champ-to-be. So yeah. Basically, if you just go and talk to all of the club masters, as long as they're available, and then you come and check your mail, you can get a free booster pack. Oh, I almost forgot. Glossary. This is all useless stuff. You can learn this from Sam at Dr. Mason's laboratory, so you don't really need to use this. I will not go into print, because if I do that, it will crash my emulator, which I'm playing on. But it lets you print... Actually, I don't know. It lets you print something with the Game Boy printer and then shut down. We'll just close it. So let's go ahead and finally get into the duels for this episode, shall we? Let's go down here and talk to Matthew. Hi, I'm Matthew, a member of the Rock Club. I just finished a duel. I won, of course. The legendary cards will belong to me. How about it? Would you like to duel me? Yeah, we have to put you in your place because you said you won, of course. You're very cocky and yeah, you know. Same as last time. We'll play with 4 prizes. Alright, here's our first Rock Club duel against Matthew using the hard Pokemon deck. So, oh, he has no Pokemon. As you can see here, he has a Rhydon, and a Pokeball, and another Pokeball. Pokeball is not even that great. Oh, and he did it again. He has Golem. He has Marowak. Yeah, he has kind of an evolution deck. Here is his deck list. So, hard Pokemon is a deck that is actually pretty okay. It's definitely a far cry from Etc. It's got a lot more cohesiveness in it, with playing 4 Geodude, 3 Graveler, 2 Golem. He pyramids his cards pretty well. He's also got Cubone and Marowak, which can be pretty annoying, especially in conjunction with Rhyhorn, because Cubone and Rhyhorn are very good at stalling, and it's just annoying. I hate playing against them. They are, well, Rhyhorn is based on a coin flip. Cubone is, well, he's able to reduce damage. So, yeah. He doesn't have the best trainer cards in the world, he also doesn't have a whole lot of them. So unless he plays a lot of Defender, which he has 4 of, you should be able to beat him fairly easily, but the thing is, he seems to be based around stalling you out and getting his Pokemon set up so that he can, just switch out and destroy you, which is annoying. Onix is also a good stall card that he has, because it has a lot of HP. Anyway, getting to the duel, I only have Charmander. I played seconds. This kind of sucks because I have Professor Oak, and I don't have a whole lot of cards, but I don't want to get rid of Charizard. And I also have Pokemon Breeder here, which, whoops, wrong button. It would let me, if I played this card right now, I could evolve straight into Charizard. Oh, I already attached. Derp. But, I obviously don't have the energy for that. So, I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to keep on playing for a while. He doesn't have one of his staller Pokemon out right now. So, as long as he doesn't do too much damage to me, which it doesn't look like he will since he's not attaching energy to his Geodude, get a Charmander. As long as he doesn't do too much damage, I should be okay. Plus power. I could use a plus power and knock out this Geodude, but I'm kind of stalling for time myself, so I'm gonna still stick with Scratch. And hopefully I can get a bunch of energy on this Charmander and Pokemon Breeder to Charizard. Ah, there's Magmar. But I don't have another energy. Alright, let's just keep attacking. This one might take a little while. So, let's see. Another Charizard? Oh man, this sucks. Okay. Well I have 3 energy on my Charmander here. So let's go ahead and use Pokemon Breeder. And do that, and then hopefully I can get a fire energy, or maybe even a switch. Item Finder. Well, Item Finder, maybe for Bill, but I'm about to discard my hand anyway. Alright, let's just do it. I need better cards. Oops, play it. Alright. Cool, fire energy. Now, go that way. Okay, I have no energy in my discard pile, so energy retrieval not so useful just yet, but it will be in a sec because I'm about to destroy this Geodude, although I'd rather not waste a 100 damage attack on something that only has 10 damage left, so I could use Switch. Alright, I'm just gonna go for it. I have energy retrieval just for this exact occasion, so let's do it. Hopefully I can get a double colorless energy. And he put out the Cubone. That's going to stall me. Well, actually, it's not going to at all, because I'm going to attack right through that reduced damage that it gives. Cubone uses Snivel to reduce the attack of any damage to... It reduces the damage... Did I say reduce the attack of any damage? It reduces the damage of any attack by 20. So, it doesn't really matter if he does that, because I do 100, which is, you know, kind of crazy. I don't need 2 Charmeleons, so let's get rid of that for some energy. In fact, I don't need the other Charmeleon either, because I just used Pokemon Breeder. So next turn I'll be able to energy retrieval for that. As for now, I'm not going to be able to do anything here. So I'll just hit done. And another Snivel comes out. No problem. Alright, what do we get? Magmar. You know what? I'm going to use that with Computer Search. I'll get rid of Magmar and Charmeleon. And I'm going to get a double colorless energy. And when I attach that to Charizard... Destruction! And when I attach an energy next turn, I will be able to use that again immediately. Which is so great! Now, see, that's not going to help you, Mr. Cubone. It's not going to help you at all, because I have a Fire Spin! Of course, it does make me discard a whole lot of energy, but shouldn't be a problem since I have only one more prize left, see? Considering there's less than 6 prizes in most of the duels in this game, you can usually win before you run out of energy cards to play. Let's see. Let's use energy retrieval, since I've discarded a lot now. And then we'll just wait for next turn. Do whatever you're gonna do. And Fire Spin for the win. Ah, yes. Revenge is sweet. I don't know why it's revenge, just because he was saying, I won, of course. I don't know. Let's see how he reacts to that. I'll never get the legendary cards if I play like that. Well, at least he's, honest with himself. So we get some mystery packs from this guy, and we got the Articuno, which is a cover card, you know. Nothing special. I'm going to win the next time we duel. Well, unfortunately, we may never ever duel again, because I already have all the cards I need for the most part. Let's move on to the next guy, Andrew. I've always wanted to be a hard rocker. Rock Pokemon. Doesn't the name rock? Won't you duel against my rock Pokemon deck? This guy wins the award for how many times you can say rock in one text box. Thanks, we'll rock this match with 4 prizes. Alright, Andrew. Andrew has the Blistering Pokemon deck. So, Blistering Pokemon is not that great a deck. It's just another regular deck. He uses Fire, Fighting, and Psychic energies. Not to speak of the double colorless energies, which kinda go with almost any kind of deck. He runs Ponyta and Rapidash. Rapidash can be a bit of a pain to play against because it is, its agility attack, it does 30 damage, which is respectable for the Pokemon trading card game at this point. But the thing is, it also has a coin flip, where if you get heads, you get to reduce all damage and effects from your opponent's attack next turn. So it's kind of another stall deck, not to mention he also has 4 Cubone, and 4 Rhyhorn, and 4 Onix. So this guy might even stall you out even harder than Matthew does. It's really a pain. He also has a lot more trainer cards. He runs 2 Professor Oak and 3 Bill, just like my deck, so he has a lot of draw power. He has 2 Gust of Wind, 3 Defender, and that's just annoying. Gust of Wind lets him control the board the way he wants, and Defender obviously lets him continue to stall you out. So I'm hoping that I don't get too much stall here. So, let's see, I didn't get a terribly good hand. I don't have an Arcanine, so I'm going to start with Magmar and put the Growlithe on the bench. And then hopefully I can set up that Magmar. And he started with an Onix, and he placed a Jinx on the bench. Jinx is a pain. If it comes out, you'll see why. Anyway, I luckily got a Defender of my own, so I'll use that if I need it. I don't have enough energy to attack, so let's end our turn. And now he's got a Rhyhorn out, and he's energizing it. Great. Computer search. It's unfortunate that I'm going to have to use this for an energy card, but oh well. Let's get rid of Pluspower and, I guess Defender, because I want to keep my energy retrievals. So it has to be a Fire Energy. Magmar doesn't really make use of double colorless, so let's go ahead and use Fire Punch. One good thing about this is that I'll be able to kill the Onix within 3 turns, so that'll be good. And now he's finally started attaching energy to his Onix, now that I'm a threat, I guess. Alright, so another Fire Energy. Let's do that. I won't be able to kill it with a Flamethrower, so I'll just keep on Fire Punching, so I don't have to discard an energy. There we go. And he still is setting up his Rhyhorn in the back. I forgot to mention, but the last guy, Matthew, he had only 1 Rhydon in his deck. This guy has 2, so he's actually more likely to get the Rhydon to make use of this Rhyhorn that he's setting up right here. Rhydon isn't actually that strong, but he can be a huge pain because you can switch out your Pokemon at will, basically, with his Ram attack. So I got another Computer Search, but I don't really want to get rid of either of these cards, so I'll hold on to that for now and just KO the Onix. There we go, let's see what our prize is. It's a bill, that'll be useful. And out comes the Jinx. Oh no. Well that's not so bad, it's only gonna do 10 damage. So Jinx is a pain because it has Meditate. It does 20 damage plus 10 more damage for each damage counter on the defending Pokemon. Which means if it used that now, it would do its base 20 damage plus another 30, so it would do 50 damage. So if Jinx comes out after another Pokemon has already knocked it down a little bit, oh man, no energy at all? This is not going well. But if it comes out, it can basically clean up after another Pokemon. Alright, I'm gonna have to Computer Search, I'm afraid. Well, maybe not. I'm not sure. I really want to set up these guys, and I did get an Arcanine. So let's go ahead and Computer Search, get rid of one of these retrievals. And it looks like I'm not going to be able to set up a Charizard this game, since I don't have any Charmanders out. Let's get that double colorless, because Arcanine can in fact make use of double colorless. We'll leave him unevolved for now. Now I don't have any energy here, so I might as well do what I can and flamethrower it, and then if he takes me out, I can energy retrieval the energy at least. Ah, and there's the Rhydon coming out, and now he's even more set up. Okay, so we're gonna live. Sweet, no damage at all. So luckily he doesn't seem to be setting up this Jinx at all. Ooh, what to do with this? What to do with this? You know what? I can attach it to my Magmar, then I can use Flamethrower again, just so I can use Energy Retrieval to get another Fire Energy back in my hand, because I really need the Fire Energy. Oh, and there's a Charmander, of course, but whatever. Then I can use the Fire Energy to set up my new Arcanine that I'm going to get. So that Rhydon just came out and took out my Magmar, finally. Alright, so I'm going to want a Retrieval. I don't think I need Switch. So I'll grab these energy, attach it to Growithe. Now, Arcanine needs 2 fire energy. I only have 1 on my Growithe right now. I'll place that Charmander. So, yeah, I have 60 HP. His Ram attack does 50. Oh, plus, looking at his energy, he's not going to be able to use it anyway unless he spends 3 more turns attaching energy. So I'll be fine. He's not going to be able to kill me. So next turn I'll be able to probably hit it with a takedown and knock it out. Alright, taking that horn attack to the face. And we got an energy search. So let's attach that and evolve. And Flamethrower will not take it out, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yes, perfect amount of damage to kill it. And we're going to take some damage too, but it's worth it. Another fire energy, perfect. Now, this guy shouldn't be able to take me out, but he's going to use a defender, and then he's going to use Leer. I hate Leer. Get Tails. Yay! So, let's see, this guy has 670, and defender is going to reduce by 20, so if I use takedown, I'm just barely not going to kill it, which is stupid! Okay, let's just go ahead and attach an energy, use Flamethrower, and then next turn we should be able to kill it for sure with takedown. There we go, do your move, Leer, and I can still attack, yay! So you don't really see the full effect of Leer in this game, but it can be a huge pain when it just kept on getting heads over and over and over. It's happened to me before, and it's not very fun. Alright, so that's Andrew defeated. He can be a huge pain, as you saw. He can really stall you out pretty big time. Got nothing too great in there. Hitmonchan is good, but we have a few of those. Professor Oak, blah blah blah. Okay. I've got to rock harder. It's like they went out of their way to make him say rock in every single sentence. Whatever. Let's move on to the second to last trainer in this club. I almost said gym again. It's Ryan. I'm carving a statue of a Pokemon out of this rock. Yes, say rock again. What, you want a duel? Alright, you want to duel. Now? Yeah, what do you think? Let's make it a quick single match with 3 prizes. Okay, let's start. So Ryan has the Excavation deck. This is one of the more interesting decks you find in the Rock Club, as he actually has a Mysterious Fossil deck. As you see in the deck list, he has Kabuto, Kabutops, and Aerodactyl, as well as 4 Mysterious Fossils. He also has Omanite and Omastar, so, you know, it's a pretty good deck as far as a Mysterious Fossil deck goes. Let's see, we only have 2 Growlithe, so we might as well play those. He is really nothing special, though. It's just a fossil deck. That's really all it is. Like I said in the first episode, a lot of the trainers in this game just kind of play off of certain motifs and different strategies, quote-unquote. I wouldn't say that running a Mysterious Fossil deck is necessarily a strategy, so much as it is a gimmick. But the Kabutops and Omastar aren't so bad, plus he can use Pokemon Breeder to bring his Mysterious Fossils here straight up to the Stage 2 card. So Mysterious Fossil itself, you just play it on the bench even though it's a trainer card. It doesn't have any attacks, it has 10 HP, and if you knock it out, you don't get to take a prize. So Basically, it's also good for stall, sort of, but not really. If you're gonna stall with a trainer card, you might as well use Clefairy, which does sort of the same thing, except it has some more useful effects. So, let's see. To defeat this guy, I'm probably not going to have to do a whole lot, so I already attached my energy. I don't want to use Professor Oak, because I do want to attach this double colorless. I don't need that, I don't need that, and I don't need that, so let's end the turn. And Kabuto evolved. Okay. And unfortunately, I am not going to be able to damage this Shelder next turn due to its power. But, darn it. I wanted to attach that double colorless, but the fire energy was kind of more important. If I hadn't drawn one, I wouldn't have attached it. I mean, I would have... Duh, whatever. I think you know what I mean. I would have attached the double colorless if I hadn't... Oh, come on! That's annoying. A lot of the decks in this gym club, sorry, are really good at stalling you out. That's kind of what Fighting type tends to do in the old trading card game, at least according to my experience. So let's see. Did he get Tails? I forgot. I wasn't paying attention. I think he got Tails, so I'm going to go ahead and computer search. Energy search works as an energy, so yeah, blah blah blah. Man, I would have gotten him in 2 turns. And Charizard too. Oh well. Arcanine. Let's put him on there. And I already... yeah, I played that. Okay. So... let's use... well, I don't know if I want to get rid of an energy. Takedown would do damage to me, though. I have a lot of HP, but... you know what, I'm gonna take down because I don't... well, I do have 1 energy in reserve, but whatever. There, we killed it. Yay! And we got another energy, so I'm free to use my flamethrower, and he used rage, so that means I can do all the damage I want. Take this. If it had used Snivel, it would have stopped me from killing it for a turn, which would have been a pain. Oh, but now I have Pluspower, so if he... ah, another Shelder! Don't do it. Don't do it, man. Oh, no. No! I hate these Shelders. Okay, energy removal. Let's see if that stops him. Probably not. But whatever. Let's attach this to Charmeleon just in case it comes in handy. And we'll click done. Okay, he didn't attach another energy, so that means we can win the game. Yay. Man, you should have switched out or something. Alright, we defeated Ryan. Very good. Whoa, I lost. Here, take this. He has a lot of exclamation points. Yeah. Nothing too great in there. We get evolution packs from Ryan. Gengar, that's pretty cool. Sandslash Super Potion. Cool. I actually wanted this Super Potion. As you saw from the last duel, we take a lot of damage from that, what's going on? Must be my unlucky day. From the Arcanine second attack. Let's go ahead and slot that in real quick. Let's find it. Super Potion, Super Potion. There it is. Put that in. Oh, I don't even have any regular potions. And honestly, I don't get a lot of use out of Item Finder, so I'm going to take that out for it. Let's save it. And then, let's move on to the club leader. Now, we already went through all this text. Let's duel him. Our duel will be played with 6 prizes. You won't get the rock medal unless you defeat me. And we'll do... I can't talk! Gene, Rock Crusher deck. Here we go. So, Gene's deck is actually not even that special, to be honest. He is definitely built around getting out Dugtrio and Golem and Rhyhorn. He doesn't even have Rhydon in his deck. He has 3 Rhyhorns, but he doesn't have any Rhydon. So, yeah, I mean, he's just not that great. It's really nothing special. He is a single-type deck, and he has some double colorless energies, which some of his Pokemon can make use of, but not even a lot of them really can, which is kind of silly. He does have energy removal, he does have Defender, and of course Onix and Rhyhorn are pretty good at stalling, as we've seen. He also has potions and a super potion, which can also help him stall. So he can be a bit of a pain, just like everyone else in this club, but really the only thing that sucks about him is that it takes a long time to defeat him, comparatively speaking, because he has 6 prizes. So, getting into the duel, I started off with just a single Growlithe, but it works out because I had a lot of energy, plus a double colorless, with an Arcanine in the back. So I'll be able to start getting my damage output out really fast this duel, which is pretty good. As long as he doesn't leer me. So I won't be able to do any damage this turn, but I can set up my energy. There we go. Now, one cool thing, if he does get Leer this turn, if I were to evolve my Growlithe, so there we go, that's not going to matter though, because if I evolve my Growlithe, the effects of Leer will actually discontinue. So let's attach this energy, evolve into Arcanine, and as you can see, it allows us to attack. Normally we would hit A on attack and it'd say, unallowed because of Leer. So, oh, and one cool thing, I'll show this off. I'm going to attach Defender to Arcanine. Now, why am I going to do that? Because it reduces damage from all attacks, not just the enemy's attack. So if I use Takedown here, I can KO it, and in exchange I only take 10 damage because Defender is defending me, which is so cool. And he's got a bunch of Digletts. These things are super easy to take out. I mean, they do 30 damage if you attach enough energy to them, but they go down so quickly. Okay, not sure what to do here. I'll attach that energy so I can Flamethrower, and I have a bunch of cards that I kind of want to keep, but a Professor Oak to destroy them all with. You know, it's gonna be kind of important that I get more basic Pokemon, because I probably won't be able to get Arcanine going forever, plus I need more energy if I'm going to be using Flamethrowers. So, in exchange for a Charizard and 2 Charmeleons, let's do it. Perfect, I got a lot of energy, plus a bill, so I can get energy removal, and a retrieval. That's actually super perfect. And I got Super Potion, so I can heal up any takedown damage I take, but we're going to be using Flamethrower this time. That's 1 KO. Actually, that's 2 KOs, that's the second one. And he places another Diglett. At this point, it looks like I'm going to be beating him by route, because he's only got one more Pokemon on the bench. Let's go ahead and attach that and just Flamethrower. Alright, there we go. And his last Pokemon is a Geodude, so if he doesn't place anything on the bench, and he removes a double colorless energy from me. But it doesn't matter, because Flamethrower only takes 3 energy. Bye! Oh man. You know, I wonder if we're going to keep up this trend of having the Club Master duel be the easiest duel of the episode every single time. Because that was by far the easiest and the fastest. Wonderful. Your persistence that can even break rock, has led you to defeat me. You are worthy of receiving this rock medal. And with that, we have our second medal! Oh yeah. And take this booster pack too. He gives us mystery packs, which means this club does not give us any kind of laboratory packs, because Matthew also gave us mystery packs. And just nobody gives us laboratory here. I guess they don't like science in the Rock Club. Another double colorless, energy removal, Aerodactyl, decent stuff. Alright, so let's go ahead and save, because we just got a medal, which is really good. But then let's leave. And Ronald will be here. Hi Buster, how you doing? So, before I go on here, I just want to let you guys know, if you're playing along, save before you exit, because Ronald will be here and he's about to challenge us to a duel. And if you beat him, he will give you a promotional card that you can only get by beating him here. It won't be lost forever if you don't win here, I don't think, because there's another opportunity to win promo cards later, but if you get it early, it'll definitely help you out a lot. So, you won the second medal? You must have been really lucky. Actually, I guess I was kinda lucky, I got really good draws. Anyway, I'll see how good you really are. Come on, let's duel. We'll play with 6 prizes. If you win, I'll give you a really rare card. Alright, Ronald, the I'm Ronald deck. Here we go. So despite having a pretty narcissistic deck name, this deck is actually pretty dangerous. If you look at his deck list here, you can see he has Charmander and Charmeleon. Fortunately no Charizard, but Charmeleon is still a pretty dangerous threat. And he also has Growithe and Arcanine. Luckily he only has one Arcanine. So he won't be getting it out, most likely. But if he does, it is dangerous, as you've seen from my games. He also has Squirtle and Wartortle, which is not that dangerous, I don't feel. But the real danger here comes with Seal and Dugong. Luckily, again, he only has one Dugong in his deck, so he won't be getting it out as often, and you definitely will not have to deal with more than one during the duel. But, if he gets it out and he gets it energized, it will be doing 50 damage right out the gates to your face. And, as you know, I have a completely Fire-type Pokemon deck, so this might not go very well. Other than that, he doesn't have very many useful trainer cards, although he has a decent myriad of them. So, Ronald, with his awesome Ronald music, we are going to defeat him, hopefully, I hope. He started with a Lapras, so I might get destroyed right out the gate, but we'll see what happens here. Yeah, I think I'm gonna lose this one, actually, because I have a weakness. Charmander, okay. So, let's... what should I do? I don't have any way to get a double colorless. He's gonna kill me in 2 turns, so I don't know if I should try to set up Charmander to get it into a Charmeleon, or if I should try to attack with Fire Punch to knock it down a little bit. You know what, I think I'm gonna do that, because I have Energy Retrieval, and then I can put the energy onto Charmeleon, hopefully. This Lapras' Water Gun attack does more damage for each water energy on the Lapras, so if he keeps on attaching water energy to it, it'll become a huge problem really quickly. Luckily he didn't do that this turn, and I got a double colorless, which is a godsend here. So I'll be able to kill the Lapras next turn, or yeah, next turn with Charmeleon, because I'll be able to energy retrieval the energy that's going to come off of a Magmar here. And in fact, I could even use Defender. Of course, if he attaches another energy, that won't help. So, we'll save that. Alright, so I'm dealing with this Lapras decently well, and he KO'd me. Luckily, he didn't attach another water energy. Alright, there we go, Charmeleon. Alright, and we drew into a fire energy, so let's go ahead and energy retrieval. I don't know... I'll get rid of this breeder, because it's really only useful for Charmander into Charizard. I don't have any Charizards, and I already evolved this Charmeleon. So, yeah, there we go. I already attached that. I don't need Defender because I'm going to be destroying this Lapras. There we go. And another Fire Energy. Useful. And we can kill this Charmander immediately next turn with for the Flamethrower. Only 10 damage, no problem. And Growlithe comes out. So let's attach that energy. Do I have any more? No, no more energy. So I'll go ahead and make some with Flamethrower. Alright, so a bit of a rocky start, but it's going well, and I just got a Gust of Wind, so if this thing uses Snivel, I can just make it not. But it doesn't, so we can go ahead and kill it next turn immediately. Computer Search, that'll come in handy. What does he have in the back? Oh yeah. If he brings out Growlithe, I can Computer Search for Charizard, and then I can just kill that with Fire Spin, since Flamethrower only does 50. So that won't kill the 60 HP Growlithe. Alright, I think I'll just let this be pretty straightforward. I don't want to make any stupid mistakes, because I'm kind of known for doing that in my casual plays of this game. So, let's see here. Looks like he is not going to be able to get anything else out. I might win by route this time. Let's energy removal. No, we don't need to do that, actually. Attach that energy. And I got 2 more energy in there now, so let's energy retrieval. In fact, let's use that Gust of Wind, because I'm not going to need that. Then we'll Flamethrower. Here we go. Now, if he doesn't get any other Pokemon out on the bench, it will be my win next turn. Alright, so we have won this game. All I have to do is Computer Search get rid of any 2 cards, then very carefully pick out a Charizard. Alright, throw that on, Fire Spin for the win. Cool, and since he doesn't have any more Pokemon on the bench, it's my win. I wasn't really trying that hard. Well, a loss is a loss, so I'll have to give you this card. And he gives us Jigglypuff level 12. Yeah, it's actually not that great a card, is it? It's still a promo card though, so if you want to have this card for any reason at all, it does a decent amount of damage, although it only has 50 HP and then it does 20 to itself. If you want this card, either for completionist's sake, or if you think it's powerful enough to warrant using it, you'll definitely want to defeat Ronald, because it won't be so easy next time if you want to get this card, in the words of him. See ya! Alright, so that was the Rock Club. Let's go ahead and save our brand new promotional card into our collection. But thank you guys ever so much for watching. Please remember to leave a like if you enjoyed this episode, and don't forget to subscribe before you go. But until next time, goodbye everyone. It's nighttime.